What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday to talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and of course, all the crazy stuff in this world. So if you guys are here, you're ready to get after it. Make sure you smash these likes, subscribe, share this stream out with friends. We're going to get after it, guys. We have a goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Yesterday, I don't know what happened, dude. We were just like trickling along, and then all of a sudden we exploded, I say. And we had like 200 likes. We had 200 people in here. So let's do the same today. Again, the more we interact with the chat, the more we hit those likes, the more we share the stream out with other people, because YouTube knows when you share it out, the nicer it is to us. And the same thing goes for the TikToks over there. So hello, TikTokers. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. We got Colin McKenzie, we got Crypto Outcast, we got Randy, Alexandra G. She said, Zesty time, let's go. Let's get after it, Alexandra G. We got Retro Mike saying CBD is bad and Ledger is good. Okay, Retro. Oh, Mike, you little trolling out there. We got, who else? Web3 Me was like number 8. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We got Skipping Stones. Nice to see ya. We got Dave Digital. By Glazed Donut, do you mean cookie? He is referring to our poll. So if you see that poll in the chat, make sure to answer it. Oh, gosh, we have Emma here. She's probably going to throw something at me. We got John Legend, who's Sophisticated, is here. Nice to see ya. Olive, nice to see you. Oh, thank you for asking for people to like this stream before it goes live. We got Kenny here. We got John Legend. And I know we have John Foster and Emma over there on TikTok. Mick, that's very weird. And over there on TikTok, that was a very weird comment. We got Alexandra G putting up the hype, and we got Mr. Strap. Welcome to the stream, friends. We're going to get after it. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the world. We're going to get after it. 6'8" Nate. Nice to see you. That's a funny username. What's up, Roland? If I didn't say hi to you yet, make sure to throw it in the chat. Say hello in there. Matthew Miller, nice to see you. All right, let's get into the stream. Make sure, again, to smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. We want to get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. And I also put up this short before, spreading adoption. It is up on all platforms. Make sure you guys spread that out with friends. Make sure we take note, friends, that we, instead of talking crap, let's actually spread Bitcoin adoption, because a lot of people talk their smack. A lot of people saying they do this, they do that, but are you leaving your house? Are we going after it? Let's all get after it together. We can spread adoption in so many ways. And I think that a lot of people, they think they can't spread adoption. Let's stop talking crap. Everyone, we're all talking about Bitcoin going mainstream. Let's get up. Let's get after it. Don't be scared. Tweet about Bitcoin, hashtag Bitcoin. Go out into the streets. Ask a stranger about Bitcoin. Have a conversation. Go out and put cards. I have cards. Where are my cards? Cards. This is what I'm handing out to people, and I just leave these in random shops sometimes. Just a card with QR codes on it to learn about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. On the back is, of course, like where to find more educational videos from me and my socials. But I think this is a great way to spread adoption with these cards. Put your socials on there if you have educational content or you want people to follow you in general. And then put some educational stuff. Spread the word. Anything is good. Let's kick off our tushies and let's spread adoption. Period. All right. We're going to get after it, friends. We're going to talk about the charts, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum recap. I'm so excited. I don't know. I'm very happy about life. I know this is really, we're going through a time, and I was talking to a friend about it before. We were just texting pre-show, and we were talking about how this market really pushes you to your limit. And whether that you're a content creator, whether you're a trader, whether you're just in crypto in general, we know that this, for example, 2 months of sideways trading since March 17th until now, pretty much being in the same price range, it's difficult. Going through nap time, people thought Bitcoin was dead, for crying out loud, but we know Bitcoin wasn't dead. Obviously, that's why we're here. But this market pushes you to your limit. It pushes you to your limit in terms of patience, your finances, everything. Now, if we take a look at market Cipher, of course, today we have Bitcoin at $26,940.76. We're down 2.74%. We see some red money flow here on the daily. The VWAP heading confidently, zipping down to the zero line. We're going to have to see if it pops through there. We're going to have to watch out for that. That could be cause for a little bit of a dippity. Now, we do have some momentum shifting to the other side. Is it going to come back down to the bearish side? We're going to have to see. I'm very interested to see what happens with Bitcoin. I think we have a lot that's bound to happen. With Bitcoin, we know that after some sideways trading, we tend to see some action. So we know that during nap time, it was 2 months of sideways trading, barely any price movement at all. And then all of a sudden, we started popping up. And then next thing we knew, we were up at 70% for the new year in 2023, when a lot of people thought we weren't going to see any upside until like 2024 or something ridiculous. We are, again, sideways trading. And I know to put it quite frankly, it sucks. It sucks, guys. We don't like it, especially because we're not seeing a lot of volume here. Not a lot of volume. What is going on, Bitcoin? She's having a moment. She's a little moody. And we get like that. Teenagers, Bitcoin, how old is Bitcoin? She's 14. She's going through a lot right now. She's trying to grow, trying to spread her wings, trying to prosper and be who she wants to be. But people are trying to stop her. People are trying to stop Bitcoin, but she's unstoppable. What a force to be reckoned with. Now, we did break above the bottom of our range here a few days back. Bottom of our range is $27,190. We popped up about to $28,149. Kind of took a trip down to the middle of our range here, breaking through the bottom. Now, I do hope that we could just stay above this mark right here, this lower candle of 26,320. I want to stay above this level, friends. I don't want to go below. I don't want to go below. I want to know, guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you think we're going to have a green day. Drop a 2 if we're going to have a red day. A lot of people say, in May, go away. Don't do anything with the market because the market is historically not the best in May. I mean, you could say that for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's just been sideways. It hasn't really taken a big turn up. It hasn't taken a big turn down. So I do think that Bitcoin has a lot of room to go, period. There's nothing really holding Bitcoin back. There's nothing in the charts or in history that could tell you that, Bitcoin is not destined to do what it wants to do. Like, of course, it's so relevant right now. The banking crisis isn't over. They're just stalling and stalling and stalling. And of course, the money printers are about to go burr with the debt ceiling deal. And then you have possibly China could affect the market. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I feel like it could be a little bit of a nothing burger, the Chinese stuff that's going on with them allowing retail trading. All that's happening June 1st really is that they're allowing people to send crypto licenses in. We'll go over that later. But definitely people, again, there's a lot of things where a lot of big events, oh my gosh, this is happening. And then the market doesn't even move. So again, be patient. We know Bitcoin is inevitable. We know everything's going to be okay. We know we're about to close the monthly candle. So we could take a look at the monthly now, but we could take a look tomorrow. But there is some green money flow on the monthly, which is good. Printing a green dot here on market Cipher. Momentum seems to be shifting here. VWAP is above the 0 line, and we are down for, obviously this month. Obviously, hopefully we can recover a little bit next month, revisit the top of the candle for this month, which was $29,273. So we are down again for the monthly. It's probably like the most downside that we've had in a few months since, I want to say since maybe November. It's our worst month for Bitcoin since November. But again, it's still not bad because you see, we went through nap time and we were up over 70% for the new year. So you can't be greedy with Bitcoin. Jim! Oh, we love Jim. Thank you for becoming a member of the Zesty fam. Guys, if you are a member, make sure to smash those member emojis for Jim. Thanks, Jim. Shouts to Jim. We love Jim out here. Let's continue on. We're going to talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is down 2.14% at $1,860 Ethereum. Again, we wanted to see $1,900 Ethereum. I know you guys put a few ones. You guys think we're going to have a green day. Some guys are putting 2. I saw some mixed answers on TikTok as well. But it seems like Ethereum is going the same route as Bitcoin. Is down 2.14%. We still have green money flow here on the daily, which is all right. Momentum kind of like moving up pretty rapidly on the bullish end of things. Now, we do have some low volume coming in. Like, what is this, guys? We need some volume out here. What are you guys doing? All these meme coin traders. We need to pick this up. Now, we are stuck again in between this range that we've been stuck in since pretty much April 4th. And it's kind of like boring. I know it's boring, friends. but it is what it is. You got to power through. We're going to remember these times. It's just giggle wiggle in the future. Giggle wiggle. Now, we do have $1,860 Ethereum. Like I said, we're stuck in between this range of $1,820 and $1,911. It seems like, again, we just keep retesting this level and failing, retesting this level and failing. We almost retested it we did test it yesterday, but of course we couldn't close there. And then today we opened up below 1,911, and we're kind of coming down from there. Could the next stop be $1,822? Possibly. I could just trend down and take back those gains that we had from Sunday, May 28th. Today is currently the 31st if you're rewatching this at a later date. Seems like, again, another accumulation phase, some consolidation, yada yada. We're waiting for a move. Trading View exposing me for having a basic plan. And now we're going to move forward to Litecoin. Litecoin is so zesty. Guys, can someone check for me how long until the Litecoin halving? Someone double check for me, pretty please. All right, guys, Litecoin, zesty as usual, $88.85. Now, I did say I was looking for maybe a retrace with Litecoin to around this level. Reason why I will explain in a moment. Now, we do have Litecoin in the green for money flow, not crazy. VWAP heading down, nothing crazy going on here with market Cipher, not telling us anything nuts. It is down 3.72%, but I'm not mad. Why? Because, guys, we could be continuing and what I see, maybe a little bit of like bullish signs for Litecoin, where, of course, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you what's happening. Litecoin, again, December, saw a low of around $61. But boom, retrace. Made a higher low, wick low $65. But boom, pump, retrace. Had another wick low $75. But boom, pop, retrace. And yet another higher low with a wick low of $82. Yet another higher low. And then, my friends, right now at this moment, Litecoin could possibly be making another higher low around $87 because $88.90 is not far from that target. But again, another higher low for Litecoin and then maybe staying above the $90 range. That is zesty. That is what I am looking for. Litecoin is maintaining its moves. It's going up. It's retracing, but making higher lows every single time. It's maintaining its status as a zesty item, a zesty cryptocurrency that is not looking good just on the technicals, but is looking good in terms of adoption, in terms of something we need. We need something that is efficient, something that's scalable, something that can actually be used as currency, which Litecoin could. OmniLite, building upon Litecoin. MWeb, giving you privacy, fungibility. And of course, if you mine Litecoin, you also get Doge as a reward. If you mine Doge, you get Litecoin as a reward. How dandy is that in the world of blockchain? Doge is just over 7 cents. We're looking for some pop here. A lot of people have been using Doge, and the reason that's why I'm talking about it, a lot of people are using Doge because, my friends, it is scalable. It is easy to use, and just like Litecoin, it's feasible to use for value transfer. Believe it or not. Oh, sheesh. I know. She said it. Oh, Doge could be used as currency, but it actually could. And I know it's ironic, but an ironic outcome could be likely, per Elon Musk's words. Not going to pretend I said that. We got John, August, and financial failures to 58 days on the Litecoin halving. So, yep, we got some zest coming up. Oh, gosh, Retro Mike. Is Jimmy here? Is Jimmy here and I missed him? Oval Boar, nice to see you. Whoa, and actually an MTC's stream. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Hello. Hi, Crypto Outcast. Jim said zesty sauce. We like zesty sauce out here. MetaMask said best time to buy Doge sideways, trading sideways at the moment. Yep. It's been stuck at 7 cents for a while, Doge. But I do think Doge could be used as currency. It doesn't have the finite supply, but it is actually decentralized. It's proof of work. People are building DRC20 tokens on top of Doge. Obviously, this isn't coming out of nowhere. People want something cheap and efficient. And something that's accessible, which Doge is pretty much really accessible nowadays. Hi, Noji. We were just talking about Doge, your favorite. Hi, True. Nice to see you. MetaMask said they want 150 likes. Well, I support you in that want and that desire. So please, friends, make sure you kick up those likes. Let's kick up these views. Let's kick it all up and smash these likes. 100 likes, 100 live viewers. Or per MetaMask, they want 150 likes. Ooh! Retro Mike out here. Get to 10 memberships. My friends, if you are here, then accept those gifts. Member your heart out and smash those member emojis. Ooh, we got some good people that are now members. Press the allow gift button, guys. Make sure you press that button. Geronimo, say, hey, what's up? Nice to see you. All right, guys, let's get after Retro Mike coming at it with the memberships. Thank you, Retro Mike. It's because he loves his ledger and his pigeon coin. That's what's paying for all of this. Oval Boar said the system finally worked. You didn't get a member bomb from Retro Mike. Oh, so you did get it. Did you get it or did you not get it, Oval? We want everyone in here to have a star next to their name. We all want to be Zesty Fam members. Mustafa, nice to see you. If you didn't, make sure you missed the memberships this time. When someone is nice enough to give away memberships like Sir Retro Mark, a thing pops up in the chat under the membership bubble, and then there's an allow gift button. So if you're on your mobile, on your computer, and it's up to the latest update of like Chrome or YouTube, you should be able to smash that. You should be able to hit that, and you'll have a better likelihood of getting a gifted membership. We're going to talk about what I really was itching, what I was scratching to talk about. Oh, Ovalboard, you didn't get it. Oh no. Okay, it's all right. Maybe one day you're going to get one, Oval. We want you to have those cool emojis like Alexandra G showing those off. What's up, Zippy? Okay. There might be a fresh set of crypto bills to make a Capitol Hill debut in Washington, D.C. that can possibly destroy CBDCs. Now we know central bank digital currencies are no good. They are the anti-crypto. They say it straight up on various government websites that CBDCs are not crypto. And there's a reason why, because it's not.
Ovalboar, get wrecked.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. Poor Ovalboar. He's getting wrecked at this thing. It's okay. I'm sending hearts to Ovalboar, but thank you, Retro Mike, for the $2 super chat. Central bank digital currencies are complete surveillance. And we know that they are anti-crypto. It's not crypto. Multiple government websites will tell you that central bank digital currencies are not crypto because they do not want to use distributed ledger technology. And that is what, of course, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency thrives off of. Because if you make a transaction with Bitcoin, you create a wallet, do anything with Bitcoin or the blockchain in general, you will be able to see that transaction, how much was transferred. Transparency. We love the idea of transparency. But, of course, the powers that be, the central banks, they do not want transparency, and they are not keen on distributed ledger technology. If anything, they want to make private ledgers, which is what actually Ripple is helping many central banks do right now. Getting back to the US, there is a bill targeting CBDCs. Let's take a look. As lawmakers scramble to get an agreement done before the June 5th deadline to raise the debt ceiling, two new crypto-focused bills debuted on Capitol Hill last week. After a series of hearings on stablecoins, how crypto should be classified, and who the primary regulator should be, lawmakers in the House and Senate moved ahead with bills focusing on two new topics. Representative Alex Mooney introduced the Digital Dollar Pilot Prevention Act Thursday, a bill aimed at preventing a central bank digital currency or similar government-issued token from getting off the ground. CBDCs would threaten the liberties of law-abiding Americans and are being used by authoritarian countries right now to crack down on dissent. Mooney's bill has received 14 co-sponsors, and they're all Republican, which has largely emerged as a party advocating against the CBDC over concerns about lack of privacy. And the bill comes shortly after the Federal Reserve teamed up with several foreign central banks on a report covering how central bank digital currencies can impact the global economy. And the report noted privacy, data governance, and anonymity as key areas where legal issues could arise with the retail central bank digital currency. Members of Congress moved forward with a bipartisan effort to provide more transparency into the extent in which crypto is being used for dark web drug trafficking, there are some representatives, Chris Pappas and Tony Gonzalez, that introduced the Dark Web Interdiction Act on Monday, while Senators Maggie Hassan and John Cornyn brought a sister bill to the Senate floor. And these are seeking to impose harsher penalties on trafficking controlled substances on the dark web. But again, a lot of this has nothing to do with crypto. The bill comes as lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are struggling to advance the crypto policy because they are so scared they have no idea what to do. Central bank digital currencies, we know that they're planning on it. I have a clip of Jerome Powell at one of his meetings saying that he wants central bank digital currencies, like a wholesale central bank digital currency is in the works, as well as a retail CBDC, which they have given no clarity on and no updates with when it's currently being investigated and currently underway in many parts of our country. Now, of course, we know that central bank digital currencies, it's a political issue. It's basically a life issue. It comes after your liberties. There have been people that are against central bank digital currencies. Of course, there have been people that are trying to pass legislation. Tom Emmer has been relentlessly going after central bank digital currencies since March of 2022, along with Senator Ted Cruz. If you take a look here, this is actually a thread from March 30th, 2022, so over a year ago this thread is from. And Tom Emmer said, any central bank digital currency that is not open, permissionless, and private like cash is simply a surveillance tool. I'm proud to have Senator Ted Cruz lead the Senate companion of my CBDC legislation. And they introduced a bill in January 2022 prohibiting the Fed from issuing a central bank digital currency directly to individuals. And why it matters. It matters, obviously, because it is not freedom. It is a surveillance tool. So it says it's the prohibition of the Federal Reserve banks relating to certain products or services for individuals. It says, except as specifically authorized under this act, a Federal Reserve Bank may not offer products or services directly to an individual, maintain an account on behalf of an individual, and issue a central bank digital currency directly to an individual. Again, central bank digital currencies take away your right to everything. We have 3 inalienable rights: life, liberty, and property. We have the right to own Bitcoin and have a right to transact with something that's not controlled. Governor Ron DeSantis in Florida actually did the first in the nation legislation to protect people against government surveillance of personal finances with central bank digital currencies. I know we have had clips in the past of Ron DeSantis talking about it, but I'd rather just pull up something from government websites because I feel more official that way. Now we have flgov.com, and again, this is recently. Right here, all you have to read is Governor Ron DeSantis signed Senate Bill SB 7054 and SB 214 to protect the personal finances of Floridians from government overreach and corporate monitoring. SB 7054 prohibits the use of a federally adopted central bank digital currency by excluding it from the definition of money within Florida's Uniform Commercial Code. Additionally, the bill prohibits foreign-issued central bank digital currencies to protect consumers against globalist efforts to adopt a worldwide digital currency. It prohibits credit card companies from using certain merchant codes and institutes a fine violation for Florida consumer protections. Thank you, PS5, for the heart me. Again, he put this out, the Big Brother's digital dollar. He explains what it does, and the Florida bill prohibits the federally sanctioned CBDC as money and bans CBDCs issued from foreign government reserves and central banks, including the digital yuan. And he goes on to say what it threatens: personal privacy, economic freedom through government-sanctioned surveillance, government financial institutions, fintech innovation, and it threatens access to goods and services by limiting purchases. Again, there's a lot you can read here, talking about Florida, how they don't want this to occur. And again, it just goes into government stuff, trying to, again, give people their freedoms back. And again, SB 754 expressly prohibits the use of a federally adopted CBDC, again, from excluding it from the definition of money. And through the legislation, it will remain the standard bearer among states in supporting a free market approach to the innovation in the financial tech space and for protecting against government surveillance of personal finance through a centralized monetary policy. Wild. first in the nation legislation to ban central bank digital currencies in Florida. At least we have bills being brought forth from Representative Alex Mooney with the Digital Dollar Pilot Prevention Act, preventing a central bank digital currency from getting off the ground because it's going to threaten the liberties of law-abiding citizens. And it makes sense because a candidate running for president, Robert F. Kennedy, if you remember, has said the same thing. He released a thread on May 3rd, talking about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and talking about privacy. He wrote, "Some advocate tight control of cryptocurrencies to prevent their use by criminals. But it isn't just criminals who want privacy. So do dissidents and ordinary citizens. Governments harass their enemies and crush dissent by controlling bank accounts and payment platforms. Until we restore trust in the government, we need cash and crypto to ensure freedom." This is facts. This is facts. We need freedom. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency is freedom, where you have truth. Every single transaction is out there. You can see it. If someone is doing something wrong, you will see it. Why do all these people that hack exchanges or move funds, how do they get caught? Because of the blockchain, because of the transparency that it gives. Central bank digital currencies have no transparency. It is utter control. At least we know what Bitcoin, the code is open source. Everyone can see Bitcoin's code. Everyone knows what Bitcoin can do. We don't know what central banks have the capability to do. We probably won't understand it until we're in it. And we don't want to be in it. We need to prevent it, which is why we need to focus on candidates in 2024 that are pro-crypto, both Democrat and Republican, and maybe others, along with these pieces of legislation being passed, like Ron DeSantis banning CBDCs, the bill being put forward by Tom Emmer and Ted Cruz banning central bank digital currencies. This is important. All right. Whoa, what's going on here, my friends? All right. Is everything okay in the chat? All right. I think everything's okay. Okay. Make sure you guys smash these, share this stream out with friends. I don't know what's going on today. I feel like stuff is going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. All right. Retro Mike said the chat is fine. Joe said, "Why are Miss Teen's cheeks redder than mine today?" I don't know. Let me see. I can't even see my face. I'm always red. I'm always a little red over here. But nice to see you, Dave Digital, with the cookies in the chat. All right. Now, there's going to be some regulation in other countries with Bitcoin cryptocurrency. A lot of people are talking about China. A lot of people are talking about Hong Kong. We could talk about, there's a lot of things that are connected, right? Everything is kind of connected. And that's what I've been finding a lot here. Now, we could talk about China for a moment because it's going to lead into Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, and what they're doing. So let's talk about that for a moment. Everyone is saying, OMG, Hong Kong, cryptocurrency, it might affect the market, which I'm not saying it won't. What I am saying is that there's a lot of things that have happened in the past that people said was a big deal that ended up not touching the market at all. Always have a bullish and a bearish case scenario. Now, the new news is about Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, not necessarily Dubai, but United Arab Emirates and Hong Kong. We're going to start off with the UAE. So now there's anti-money laundering rules that are coming into effect with the UAE. So under the new rules from the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates, the CBUAE, licensed financial institutions, LFIs, would be required to verify the identities of all customers. The update will come into effect within a month by the end of June. On May 31st, the CBUAE published guidance for LFIs on risks related to virtual assets and virtual asset providers, a 44-page document that specifies new rules on anti-money laundering and combating the financing of terrorism for banking institutions engaging with crypto in the United Arab Emirates. Now, it takes into account the Financial Action Task Force global standards. Now, according to the central bank's definition, the LFIs are non-crypto financial institutions that are establishing relationships with people that are virtual asset providers. That includes banks, finance companies, exchange houses, payment service providers, and registered hawala providers and insurance companies. Now, according to the guidance, they should submit a request to the central bank for non-objection to open account for each VASP, virtual asset provider, on a case-by-case basis. So this is pretty strict. They need approval for absolutely everything. So this is what's going on now. But now the CBUAE met with their counterparts from the Hong Kong Monetary Authority to discuss cooperation on digital asset regulation, and the two central banks have pledged to facilitate discussions on joint fintech development initiatives and knowledge-sharing efforts. When did they pledge that? When did they pledge that? You will find out in a minute. Because, again, the Hong Kong and UAE central banks are collabing on crypto rules. On May 30th, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority met with its counterparts in the CBUAE, with two agreeing to strengthen cooperation, and they pledged to facilitate discussions on joint fintech development and knowledge-sharing efforts. The financial infrastructure and financial market connectivity between the two were also noted as key points discussed. Following the meeting, the two central banks held a seminar for senior executives. It covered various topics, including how cross-border trade settlement could be improved and how the UAE corporations can leverage Hong Kong's financial infrastructure. Now, they said crypto is going to stay, and they said despite the potential risks, virtual assets also carry fundamental value. So for these positive elements to be harnessed, these activities have to be allowed in a regulated way. Now, a lot of people have filed to be a part of Hong Kong and operate there, which is what's happening on June 1st, is all the people that want to send their applications to China could. What I want to ask you guys is, how long do you think the United Arab Emirates, the central bank, and China, how long have they been collaborating? How long have they been pledged to one another because they love each other so much? I'll tell you, since 2020. Hong Kong website, 2017, Project Lion Rock started proof of concept. 2019, the Bank of Thailand jumped in and said, let's get after it for cross-border payments. Then the second phase, which was 2020, of Project Inthenon Lion Rock, with the joining of Digital Currency Institute of the Bank of China and the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates in February 2021, and with the strong support for the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub. This is not new. Hong Kong has been working on CBDC since 2017, and the United Arab Emirates has been joining them since 2020 or 2021. So is any of this new? Are they just discovering what they want to do? Are they just now exploring what to do with central bank digital currencies? No, that is misleading. And other people know it too. Because while the United States behind, of course, someone like China may pick up on that. Coinbase CEO says China is to gain most from the restrictive U.S. crypto regulations. Adversary nations like China could ultimately benefit from restrictive crypto policies like the U.S., warns Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. And unfortunately, he might be correct, my friends. You cannot let this continue. We have to wake up and realize that these central banks, they've been working together for years. Before the 2017 bull run even happened, they were talking to each other and creating central bank digital currencies. This is not new. Educate people on Bitcoin. Educate people on central bank digital currencies and let them know what is not freedom and what is. What is not crypto? What is crypto? Lead them on the path to freedom. Because nobody, absolutely nobody, is talking about this. Project Lion Rock from 2017 from Hong Kong. None of this is new. So just watch out for that. Bitcoin is freedom. Central bank digital currencies are not. Matthew K, they've been playing the long game. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know what, Dale, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Okay. Hope you guys did. Oh, Rustybot is in the chat. Financial failures, a bit facts. Thank you. No G said, I want to be free. Tell them, MTC. Ooh, Retro Mike, what's up, dude?
Can I store CBDC on my ledger?
Probably, because they're giving out your private keys. They might as well, just let the CBDCs flow in. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Probably. Network bits. Joe, what are you talking about in here? Who disclosed what? All right, hold on. Oh, you're ganging up on Geek of all trades? Oh, stop it. Is Geek here? You can't sheesh on Geek if he's not even here to defend himself. We got Without Queen Montage. Thanks for coming. You are correct on what you're talking about there. Trade Intuition. What's up? Nice to see ya. Rud Putz is here as well. Did I miss anyone? Avo, nice to see you. It's all that zestiness. Absolutely. Zestiness all around, dudes. Make sure to smash these likes. Share this stream out with friends. We need 100 likes and 100 live viewers, or else someone's going to get spicy, and it's going to be me. While we have China, the United Arab Emirates establishing all these crypto rules, anti-money laundering, woo, let's hop on the crypto train. You also have the EU doing kind of the same. The EU's banking regulators highlighting AML risks and privacy coins and self-hosted wallets. Again, because they want you to KYC for absolutely everything. They want you to have no freedom. And the EU wants to enable a kill switch where if you create a smart contract, they want you to have something where you can flip the switch and kill it and it's dead. Let's get into that. Crypto companies should watch out for customers using privacy coins or self-hosted wallets as they try to spot potential money laundering activity. The plans, open for comment until August 31st, follow a series of crackdowns on crypto tools which can enhance online privacy, but which lawmakers worry can be used to hide criminal or terrorist money. Providers of crypto asset services such as exchanges and wallets known as CASPs can see heightened money laundering risks due to innovative tech that enables instant transfers across the world. Obviously, that's what crypto is for. The EBA is proposing to amend its money laundering and terrorist financing risk factors guidelines to set up a common regulatory expectation of the steps of the CASP that they could take and identify and mitigate these risks effectively. Using mixers and tumblers, zero-knowledge proofs, and privacy coins indicates higher risk. So do customers with multiple accounts who make transactions to self-hosted wallets that aren't regulated or located in a supposedly under-regulated overseas jurisdiction. They can't do this. They want to know where your wallets are, what wallet you have, where you're sending your money. That's why they want CBDCs, guys, because they don't want cross-border payments without them being involved in them taking a cut. We're not paying your stupid fees anymore. We're not paying a third of our purchase or more to transfer money internationally. We don't need you. We have Bitcoin, we have cryptocurrency, we have privacy coins. Where zero-knowledge proofs, we need zero-knowledge proofs. We need to be able to have our information prove who we are and have it approved by blockchain without putting all of our data and our identity out there all the time. We deserve to have privacy because just like Robert F. Kennedy said, it's not just criminals that want privacy. Everyone deserves privacy. We don't have to tell everyone what we're doing all the time. We don't have to give up our freedoms. But that's exactly what they want us to do with central bank digital currencies and their regulations. Well, sorry, but it's not going to work. You can't stop code. You can't stop people from running code, executing code. Bitcoin's global. They can't stop Bitcoin. They can't make everyone register their wallet. It's impossible. Retro Mike. No. So you try to put me on the spot over here. I think everybody is wonderful. Joe, she's sick of our trolling. I enjoy the troll. I think the trolling is fun. Ninja AI is a tool like a human I mean, listen. AI is scary. And they're going to use, like Amex we were going over yesterday, they're going to use AI for you to get approved for credit and everything like that. Like, why would we want that? That's why we need crypto. So we are in control of our money. We don't need anyone to approve us. We don't need an AI to tell us, oh, we know everything about you. We know that you could potentially want to do this in the future. So we're going to censor you. No, that's ridiculous. GT, MTC should do a weekend cooking crypto show. You know what, GT? I was thinking of like baking cookies tomorrow. Oh wait, today's Wednesday. So Friday, I was thinking of baking cookies and doing like a TikTok live as I'm baking cookies. Would you guys tune into that? Or maybe I could go live on YouTube, but it would be hard to do that because I don't know how to put my camera in there. Maybe a little difficult.
This is a paid advertisement for Retro Mike's mining pool. Use code PIGEON to waive pool fees for the first 48 hours of mining.
Alrighty. I don't think that's a real thing, guys. So thank you for the $5 super chat, Joe. I appreciate it. Matt Electron, thanks for subscribing. I see you're in the chat over there. Use code PIGEON. I'm so dead. That's so bad. Retro Mike loves to mine. You guys all like to mine. I think it's awesome. Listen, we need you guys. Without miners, without all the zest from you guys, then where would we be? Where would we be? The pool is real. The code ain't. All right. Got it. All right. Crypto Crag. Nice to see you. You would tune in, GT. All right. Make sure you guys follow my TikTok because maybe I'll do like a little baking live. I'll bake some cookies and talk about Bitcoin at the same time. Cracker B7 on TikTok said Bitcoin is outdated tech. Dude, Bitcoin is only 14 years old, and it has the whole financial system questioning itself. The central banks are besides themselves because they have to create central bank digital currencies to combat Bitcoin and crypto because it's something they can't control. Bitcoin's 14 years old. She's a teenager. If you look at the internet is so new. That's like saying the internet is old. We weren't using the internet like we were 4 or 5 years ago like we are today. Nowhere near the same. No way. Bitcoin is not old tech. What do you think is new then? Like that's what I don't understand because frankly, a lot of the code that's out there is because people are copying Bitcoin's code. Look at all these coins. A lot of them are copying Bitcoin's code. So if it wasn't for Bitcoin, there wouldn't be any other coin because they'd have no code to copy. Retro Mike, thank you for the memberships. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys clean those memberships out there. Baking live with MTC, I'm down. That would be awesome. I think I'm going to do it. Smash those member emojis if you are here. And if you have any member emoji suggestions, let me know. I could add more now. I want to add like some funny ones. I have to work on it because sometimes like YouTube is annoying. It doesn't let me add like certain stuff. It's weird. But I'm going to work on it. It's my homework. Cash in and cash out. Nice to see ya. Jano, Bitcoin is too old and you can't make X money. New altcoins are the ones to make money. So, okay, Bitcoin is not too old. Obviously, it's going to be used as a store of value forever. It might be a little slow. Friend on TikTok is saying it might be a tiny bit slow. But again, you have layer 2, you have Lightning Network. But I do think Bitcoin at the end of the day is going to be a store of value. And I think, of course, a lot of other coins code comes from Bitcoin. So without Bitcoin, like that's not old tech if people are still kind of reusing it and recycling it, right? So I do think that altcoins, of course, maybe you could get better gains on altcoins than Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is still your store of value. It's still only 21 million Bitcoin to ever exist. So maybe you can make some faster gains with altcoins. I'm not going to fight that. Maybe altcoins will outperform Bitcoin as they usually do. They have lower market caps. So, you know, it depends on the angle that you're coming from. KG, gotta love gifted subs. We love that. An XRP emoji. I'm going to have to think about that one. Rud Putz. Oh, sheesh. You became a friend for 2 months. Thank you, Rud Putz. Dropping those member emojis as they're doing it. Let's get after it. Woo! Yay, all these members. I love seeing members. That makes me so happy. I'm like besides myself right now. Why won't it let me send my emojis to my family? Oh, there it goes. Hi, Vinny. Hi, AZTV. Altcoins are used to get more Bitcoin. You know, AZTV, that's not like incorrect because a lot of people do trade altcoins and then throw back into Bitcoin. So that is true. We're over 69 likes. All right, beautiful. Let's get to 100, guys. Come on, let's stop lacking out here. John Germain is here. Hi, John Germain. Cookie emoji that has chocolate chips. There already is a cookie emoji, so I didn't think I needed to add that one. I couldn't find like a better emoji. I feel like that one's pretty nice. But I could look into another. You want 100% emoji? Okay, I'm gonna look into this stuff. I'll look into it. There was also stuff. There's layoffs that were being talked about. Apparently, Binance actually said they wanted to focus on their talent density across its organization because there were reports of job cuts. But I think, honestly, this isn't something to worry about. And I think people are just trying to fund CZ again. So I wouldn't worry about job cuts. There's job cuts everywhere. Unfortunately, it's this stupid economy we live in where no one can work anymore. And inflation just goes up and then wages don't go up. So obviously there's like this weird convergence that we're at now where people really aren't making money, but the money printer keeps going brr. The money printer keeps going brr. There's no stopping the money printer. And that's what gets me upset. Because why? Why did we let the financial system get to this point where we had our own money? People were self-sovereign after our revolution when America was rebuilding itself. People were like, I want to own my value. And then all of a sudden the banks came around and then they were like, give us your gold. We got you, fam. We'll just give you this piece of paper that represents the gold. People were like, oh, that sounds great. Convenience. Again, trading in their freedom for convenience. Started going down the line. And then all of a sudden, we weren't backed by gold anymore, and these notes were just reserve notes. And then in the 1930s, 90 years ago, my friends, the government was taking away people's gold. They were taking away their value. Inflation is going up at a rapid pace. Over 40% of our money supply was printed between 2020 and 2021. How did we get this far? I'm surprised that the dollar lasted this long because traditionally, a currency only lasts 30 years on average. Why did we let it get this far where none of us have any say in the financial system, period, where we're waiting for these meetings from Gary Gensler, Jerome Powell, all these people, just so they could tell us that they don't care, they're not going to answer any questions, and that this is the decision they're going to make and we just have to deal with it. We didn't choose inflation. This was forced upon us. The debt ceiling, the money printer's about to go burr, and who has to pay the bill? Not the people that are in office that are like 70 years old. It's going to be Gen Z, the generation after me, and even maybe the millennials that have to deal with this. How did we get this far? Where people have worked up their whole lives to accumulate the wealth and the money that they have in their bank account, only for it to be diminished in value by over 50%, because let's be real, that's what we're at now. Where groceries in the store, they didn't go up 10%. The groceries in the store went up 100+%. I don't get it. How do we let it get this far? At least with Bitcoin, we chose Bitcoin. We didn't just grow up being forced. Say, here's your bank account, here's your fiat currency, and this is what you have to deal with. At least we have Bitcoin now, where we get to choose. I want a system that is chosen and controlled by the people, the whole world, and not one centralized entity. A system where every single person in the world could take part of without even having an internet connection. Send, receive value whenever you want, 24/7, 365, without paying those egregious fees, those cross-border fees. Not having to worry about the bank runs, where your bank could be closed tomorrow. And you won't have money. You have to wait outside and say, oh, can I have some money so I could pay and put some food on my table? No, you don't want to do that anymore. You want to escape inflation. You want to escape the control. Bitcoin. You're in control of Bitcoin. You own Bitcoin. No one can take it from you. You can transact whenever you want. 24/7, 365. Don't wait until the big people tell you they're buying Bitcoin. Don't wait until your bank closes for you to panic and realize, oh my gosh, I need money. People talk about all the time, oh, I'm going to take profits of my Bitcoin. Where are you putting those profits, bro? You're putting them in the bank. Or you're putting it under your mattress, both of which are not guaranteed for safety. At least with Bitcoin, you know your private keys. You keep them to yourself. You have your wallet. You own it. That is my rant. That is my ramble. That is my rant. That is my ramble. I know I'm a little cuckoo, my friends. I know I'm a little out there. But it has to be said. It has to be said. People are so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cash out all my crypto. Sure, cash out your crypto. Buy, sell, do whatever you want with your crypto. Your choice is your choice. But your bank might not be open tomorrow for you to get your profits. Just saying. You can lose your seeding and get hacked. So if you get hacked, if your wallet gets hacked, my TikTok friend, that means you did something wrong. Like you clicked a link. It's like you giving out your social security number. You're not going to do that, right? Like you're not going to give out your private keys. And you having your recovery phrases is your responsibility. We can't be used to letting the banks hold our hands. If you lose your recovery phrases, that's on you. That's not on anybody else. Why? Because you took the responsibility of being your own bank. It can't be stolen and it can't be taken unless you give it up. And it's not hard. You write down your recovery phrases and you put it away. That's it. It's like Bill is saying, personal responsibility. Stop letting other people hold your hand. We're not here for that anymore. Because at the end of the day, no one cares about your finances in the traditional financial system except for you. And I know that sounds really like blunt, but that's just the way it is. Silicon Valley Bank just closed like this, and people were waiting outside for their money. Everyday people, they didn't even know what was happening. There was no guarantee that Silicon Valley Bank was going to come back until the FDIC decided to save it. And if you have a small regional bank, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen even told you that unless it's a near unanimous or a unanimous decision by the FDIC, you might not be insured. So nothing, I'm telling you, absolutely nothing is guaranteed. They could turn off the interbanking system like this. It happened in February 2021. Go look it up. Hi, Seek. Chris 6, nice to see you. Stereo 2, that's what happened in Greece. Yeah, I think I remember that in Greece, where I think, when was that happening? During the Brexit, right? Or something like that, where Greece was, like, they had a lot of problems. I had family friends that had family in Greece, and what they were going through years ago was that, I think it was the Brexit thing, and their banks, they couldn't get more than a few $100s out of the ATM. It was a big problem in Greece. People couldn't live. D Jenny from the blockchain said, go MTC, sing it Zester. That's hilarious. Thanks, fam. R-Core, nice to see ya. Am I Gen Z? Yes, I'm Gen Z. What else we got? We got Diddly D. Nice to see you, Diddly D. Sipping some water, some agua. All the Brits just clicked off because I said that. What did I say that was bad? A man hand? That was a man's hand, yes. Emma could have provided it through the air. Listen, Emma's Emma's like, you know, she chooses when she wants to interact with me, you know, like it's either she throws things at me or she's just like sitting and like doing whatever. We got Joe saying, I heard a few streams ago that MTC is Italian. Is that true? Yes, half. Zach says, ooh, dude. This just got thrown at me. That's so nice. That scared me. So Retro Mike, I did get provided some water through the air. Throw the water. You need a toilet paper emote? Yeah, we do need a toilet paper emote. I mean, listen, like Emma's a little bit vicious sometimes. She just throws things at me. It's not nice. MetaMask, what's up in the chat? Saying they want what, $50, $100. What is that for? Oh, is that for the supers? Got it. I have like hair all over me. No more donuts. I love donuts. What are you talking about, Go? Oh, Ruby FX, nice to see you. I didn't say anything bad about the Brits. Who did that? Emma threw it at me. Put Kool-Aid in the water bottle. No, then you're going to ruin the dress. Cedric, thanks for subscribing. Is that Poland Spring product placement? It is Poland Spring. Not a product placement, though. I do love Poland Spring. If you're from New York, you know, like, this is the only water that really just, like, you know? Max the Puppeteer said, Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts? Krispy Kreme by, like, a mile. I haven't tried their iced coffee, though. So I don't know in terms of coffee. I do like Dunkin's coffee. I love Krispy Kreme donuts, dude. Like, pull up a fresh glazed dozen. Woo! Oh, that's it. Give me a dozen glazed donuts, warm from Krispy Kreme. I will love you forever. Also, I love Hershey bars. Another thing I really love. Swing Trade Pros said, all right. See you later, bros. Where's Yeti when you need him? Matthew K, Emma the assassin. Yeah, pretty much. Emma is a little bit of an assassin. Whatchamacallit? Friends, if you did not see, I highly encourage you guys to check out, I don't know why this little video isn't videoing. But here we go. I did post on the tweeter.com. I posted it as a YouTube short. Instead of talking crap, let's actually spread Bitcoin adoption, because that's obviously why we're here. So if you haven't yet, let's share this out with other people. I'll drop the link to the tweet in the live chat. But what we're after here, we have some people here, so I'm just going to talk for a minute. If you guys could smash these likes, that would be absolutely awesome. We have 80 likes. Let's get to 100. What's up, Justin? Happy Wednesday to you. Now, what we're here for is mainly spreading adoption, which is why I've been doing these on the street interviews for 3 years now. I love doing them. I choose to do them. I've always chose to do them. There's no one that made me go out on the streets and said, go talk to strangers. I love to talk to strangers. I love to talk to people. Hence the reason why I'm a crazy little cuckoo person that's on here every single day. I love cryptocurrency. I love this space. And my goal from the day I created my Twitter account was to spread crypto and NFT adoption to Gen Z and to educate the masses on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and NFTs. That has remained the same. And we need to keep spreading adoption. A lot of people talk their smack. Oh, this, oh, that. Actually spread adoption, guys. I have been doing on-the-street interviews for years. I've been boots on the ground spreading adoption. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of that. And we need more. So, which is why I said, stop talking your crap and spread adoption, guys. Get after it. Get after it. Encourage people to get after it. If you see another person doing things like I'm doing on the street interviews, or actually like going out and spreading adoption, support them. It's weird sometimes, like, that people don't support one another. If someone's doing something good, then support them. There's no need to hate on other people. Compete with one another. If you're going to talk the talk, then walk the walk. I spread adoption, and I support everyone else that spreads adoption too. There are other people that maybe say they do that and they don't. And then they don't support other people that do. Stop with the ego. Stop with all of the competition, guys. Stop with the tribalism. If someone's doing something good, then it benefits all of us. If one cryptocurrency wins, we all win. There's no need for tribalism. There's no need for the ego. Let's support each other. You see a video that you like, then you like the video. You hit the button. Support them. You enjoy cryptocurrency. Then create a card with QR codes and put it in random places. There's no need to hate on other people. There's no need to spread negativity. And there's no need to try to make you seem like you're doing something that you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to, like, come after, like, I'm not trying to sub-talk anybody, right? But I'm just saying in general, a lot of people, they're talking the talk. Let's walk the walk, guys. Let's stop with the tribalism. Let's stop being, like, little weirdos and support each other. Spread adoption. And I've been doing that for 3 years since I was 17, and I will continue to do it until I'm old and wrinkly. 3 Diglett says to like the video, fam. Yes, like the video, like all the videos. Joe said, some clowns say us YouTubers are just screaming into the void. Well, no, we're not screaming into the void. You are correct. We're not screaming into the void. We're talking to people. But again, if you're going to talk crap, you do this, you do that, then go actually do it, dude. Go walk your walk, talk your talk, have your cake, eat it too. I'm supportive of it. Financial, you said you went somewhere else, you got bored and came back. Oh, thanks, fam. Appreciate that. I don't leave us. Steve X9, thanks for the love. Tyler on gaming adoption. Yeah, we need adoption, bro. We need adoption. If you guys are interested as well, speaking of the tweeter.com, I also have exclusive subscription tweets. If you guys want to click on that, go visit tweeter.com/missteencrypto and hit the blue pill. Not the blue pill, the pink pill or the pinky purple pill. This is what you got to do. You press that little zesty button right there and you are able to subscribe for exclusive tweets. And I put up like some alerts. Like sometimes I see things that are just going on in the space and I'm like, oh sheesh, I need to tweet that out to the people that need the news. And that's what I do. And it seems like some of you guys are enjoying that. I know Retro Mike is a little subscriber over there. So Retro Mike could give you a first-hand account. Matthew K is also a subscriber. Alexandra G is also a subscriber. We have a few subscribers out here. So they could support that. Adoption here, slow and steady with big wicks now and then. Listen, man, we know Bitcoin is inevitable. We know crypto is inevitable. Let's just keep pushing adoption. It does not hurt to spread adoption. But at least, I'm putting myself out there, guys. I will never stop putting myself out there either. I'm a crazy cuckoo person. I love doing this type of stuff. I know on the street interviews might not be everyone's thing, but at least we're out here. At least we're spreading adoption. Matthew K said the Twitter is zesty. Alexandra C says go subscribe. And Retro Mike said subscribe for all the Ledger conversations. No. Even though I think I did put up some tweets about that for the subscribers. I get spicy with some subscriber tweets. Again, friends, I hope you guys have a great day. Julio said, we the best interviews. Yeah, the best interviews on this channel too. Today we're gonna be live in 3 hours with Frankie Candles. So if you guys are interested in that, then please go set your reminders for that. After the stream ends, it'll automatically redirect you over to the next one. So make sure you take note of that. I'll put the link in the live chat right now. Let me grab that. Later, again, 4 p.m. Eastern, so 3 hours from now, I'll be live again with Frankie Candles. We're gonna be talking about Bitcoin, crypto, his life, the charts, everything. We're gonna get to know little Frankie Candles, the Candle Mafia, and enjoy everything that we have to offer in this beautiful space. I love interviewing people. I'll never stop doing that. I think Frankie Candles is a cool guy. He's in New Yorker with the sauce. So we're going to talk about all of it. Make sure you guys set your reminders for that. I hope I see you guys later. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for hearing my rambles. Make sure you smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Let's get 100 likes. I know we're very close to it right now. Make sure to smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. We're going to get after it, guys. We're going to be here again in 3 hours, so don't miss it. It's going to be a great show. If you guys have membership emojis that you would like, suggest them after this is over, so that way, because the live chat doesn't automatically replay once this ends. So comment right after this stream ends. Let me know if you guys want some zesty emojis, how you feel about Bitcoin cryptocurrency this week, how you feel like we're going to end the week. Retro Mike said, be nice to Emma today. Emma's going to be nice to me, bruh. I'm always nice to Emma. I made her avocado toast this morning. Hope you guys have a great day. Have a zesty day, my friends. Make sure to smash these likes, subscribe, share this stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with the banks, cryptocurrency, CBDCs, all the news. We're going to get after it, guys. I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. Eastern. Stay zesty. Peace.